Hello everybody, this is Justin again, and today I want to share about demand. Demand is something that everybody has done, whether they are young or old, whether they're in Uganda or in the rest of the world. Demand is desire for a commodity backed by ability to purchase it at a given price in a given period of time. Now there are two kinds of demand. There is demand that is latent. In this case, a person desires for a commodity but does not have ability to buy it. This could be like wishful thinking because you have desire but you don't have ability. So it is said to be effective demand if you have desire backed by ability to buy a commodity at a given price in a given period of time. Demand rotates around a law which states that the higher the price of the commodity, the lower the quantity demanded for it. And the lower the price of the commodity, the higher the quantity demanded for it. Other factors kept constant. So we all want cheap things. I hope that those engaged in production can know that this is the law of demand. Now, our demand, if added together, forms what we call a demand schedule. A demand schedule is the total of the quantity demanded by different individuals at a given price in a given period of time. I think every producer or even every Bureau of Standards ought to find information about the total demand for their product at a given price in a given period of time, because this makes them make more informed decisions as pertaining how they're going to run their businesses. And you may be asking that, why do people demand for goods? We all have different reasons why we demand for goods. Some demand them because of their functions, and that is what we call the function effect. So in the function effect, you demand for something because of its use. Some demand as a result of bandwagon, because others are buying, you buy. It's so common when we travel together or during festive seasons. People don't want to feel out of place, so because others are buying, they also buy. Some people buy because it's impulsive, especially when people bring goods closer to you. Maybe you are boarding a plane or you're boarding a matatu, or you are inside waiting for it to take off, and then somebody has something to sell. Because they have brought it closer to you and you buy it, that kind of demand is called impulsive buying. Now, there are many factors that influence demand, and so every owner of business ought to know some of these factors that influence demand, that make demand to either be high or low. The first is price of the commodity. The higher the price of the commodity, the lower the demand, because few people can afford goods that are highly priced. But the lower the price of the commodity, the higher the demand, because even the low-income earners can be able to purchase. The other thing that influences demand is the income of the consumer. The higher the income of the consumer, the greater the purchasing power. So high-income earners buy more or demand more because they have a high purchasing power. And low-income earners demand less because they have a low purchasing power. The other factor is income distribution. In many economies, income is unevenly distributed. This implies that the rich are rich, and therefore their demand is lower to the total population, and the poor are poor. Okay? So whenever we have uneven distribution of income, we have low demand. It means money is in the hands of few people. But whenever we have even distribution of incomes, we have high demand because money is in the hands of many people. Did you know that government policy on taxation and subsidization also influences demand? Because increased taxes levied by the government make the producer, or the seller in this case, to also charge a higher price, and once they do so, demand is low. However, government can intentionally influence demand by subsidizing certain commodities or certain products. In this case, the products become cheap on the market, and that leads to a high demand. Of course, there are many factors. There are tastes and preferences. If a good is of a good taste or a good preference to consumers, there is high demand. If it is of a poor taste, there is low demand. And there are also other factors like habits. If people are addicted to a certain consumption of a certain commodity, demand for that commodity is high. And those who are less addicted, demand for that commodity is low. That is all I could share today. Wishing you God's blessings. Happy New Month. Justin here, Economics Today and Tomorrow.